What's Gucci boys and girls, my name is LongBarrel, and welcome back to episode 18 of Road to Dragon Lore. And in this video, we're actually going to talk about some trades because I did some fucked up shit, and now that the DreamHack Open 2015 Cluj-Napoca is over, I will actually sit down to do a Dragon Lore episode. As most of you are very well aware that every single skin in the market drops a certain amount of value. And in this case, it was very hard to trade as soon as DreamHack started because all the skins started dropping because of the new stickers. What happened was I couldn't make any trades, and that's why the frequency of the trades was so low. But nonetheless, I still managed to pull some trades through, but as you'll see later in the video, I fucked up on a trade almost pretty badly. It's not too bad, but it's kind of shitty for me. So let's just get into the video and we'll talk about all that. So first things first, let's actually get this knife over with. You guys do remember that before the last episode, or before the end of the last episode, I had this knife left over, the bayonet slaughter, and I also had a butterfly knife slaughter factory new. So I have this bayonet slaughter. I sold it on the market. As you can see, this is on October 24th. I was very patient with this knife because it did drop, and what happened was I ended up actually selling it for a pretty decent profit. So if we divide that by 3.29, you'll see that it's 84 keys, and I bought this knife for 75. So we divide or subtract 75 and get 9.3 keys, which is really good for me considering that this knife dropped. So 9 key profit, I'll take that any day. On October 26th, I have traded with Anti-Battlefield 4. I guess the guy doesn't really not like anti-battle. I guess he doesn't like Battlefield 4. But Huntsman Knife Slaughter Factory New. This is a knife that I got. It's actually one of my, I don't even remember the last time I got a Huntsman. This is like one of the first Huntsman I've received in a while. But it is a factory new with a decent pattern. It's not too good. It's not too bad. But barely anybody looks at patterns nowadays. It's all about the float. But I bought this knife for 88 keys, and I actually still have this knife to this date. This is one of those knives where I kind of bought for 88 keys because I thought the price was going to go up, and I'm still looking at the price. And if we actually take a look at what I bought it for, oops, I accidentally did that, misclicked, and divide that by 0.8, you'll see that I bought it at like around $362. And currently, I'm not really sure what it is, but I'll show you my inventory at the end of this, towards the end of the episode. So then I'll show you guys what everything is worth and what is the proposed value for each knife. So this trade actually happened during the major when I was staying up all night to, watch the major and stuff like that because I was betting and all that. But basically what happened was this guy was messaging me on CSGO Lounge, and he was saying 71 keys for the Huntsman Knife Fade, which is basically what I was asking for. That's what he sent it to me for. I actually bought this knife. I think it's my first Huntsman Knife Fade. I'm not sure if I had one before. The people that have been following this series, let me know if I did or not. But I'm not sure if I ever had a Huntsman Knife Fade. And I actually do like this knife. It's a pretty knife. Not this particular one, but I'll show you something in a bit. But if I multiply it by 3.29, and we divide that by 0.8, you see that I bought it around $292. Not too bad of a price considering what it's selling for right now, so I can still make a pretty decent profit on this one. And here's where I fucked up. Okay, so this is, I believe, on the same day. If we scroll down a bit here, this is 2:27 a.m. and this is 3:52 p.m. So basically like 14 hours later. Yeah, around there. And okay, so what you have to remember is that this is the second day of the major, and this would be the second night that I stayed up to, or maybe this is the first night. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. It's not the first night. This is the second night of the major. This is still in group stages, and I stayed up the whole night to watch the major, for 2 nights in a row. I went to bed around 12 p.m. while the matches were still going, and I fell asleep on my bed, and as you can clearly see, I got up at 3:52 p.m. When I got up, I was still sleepy as shit. Oh, and by the way, I'm just giving you the story behind this. I'm not actually trying to get pity like some dude thought in one of my Cluj-Napoca YOLO betting series. I'm not trying to get pity. I'm not trying to make it so you guys feel bad for me. No, I'm just telling you what series of events led me to acquiring this trade. Anyways, so 4 hours of sleep in me in like, I don't know what, 24 hours. So I wake up still tired as shit. I have to go to work, right? So I sit down on my computer. I look at this. So I get Huntsman Knife Fade, factory new. with a Huntsman knife slaughter, factory new. Guess what I have in my inventory, which I bought within like, I don't know, like 3 days ago. Yes, I have a Huntsman knife fade and a Huntsman knife slaughter, factory new, both the same knives. So the comment that was left with the trade in was, it said something like, good looking knives, 80 keys for the fade, 88 or 90 keys for the slaughter. So my brain still being complete mush, I, for some damn reason, thought that I was getting 80 keys for the fade and 90 keys for the slaughter. I did not register at the time that I was actually buying those knives. And it was for the simple reason that my brain was mush, and that I had those two particular knives in my inventory. So my brain just kind of like automatically thought that this is what I was getting. I was getting the keys for this knife. So what I did was, because I bought the first one for 71 keys, and I bought the second one for 88 keys, as you can clearly see, it's 159. And I looked at what the guy was offering me. So if we do 80 plus 90, you can see that it was 170. So I thought, oh wow, I can make an easy 11 keys. So I was like, all right, I'll do this trade. So I accepted the trade, and guess what I got? The Huntsman knife fade and the Huntsman knife slaughter. And I've only realized it after I checked my inventory after the trade, and I realized that I fucked up, and now I'm stuck with Huntsman knife fade and Huntsman knife slaughter, which I overpaid for. This is definitely not 80% market, but the Huntsman knife slaughter, it could still do okay just because of the price that I bought it for. 80, as you can see, like 90 keys, 90 keys to multiply that by 3.29 and divide that by 0.8, we'll get $370. There's still a possibility that this could go up to within a price range like that, but I'll be lucky if I can get like 5 key profit for both of these knives. I'll take them. I won't argue, but this was my fucking mistake, and I have to fix it. But Huntsman knife fade, factory new. This one's actually not that bad. Has a pretty shit float compared to my other Huntsman, but this one is almost a full fade. It's actually starting to get a blue tip. It's not exactly a blue tip, but it's starting to get a blue tip. So it's like maybe like a 90% fade, but nonetheless, it is a pretty nice looking fade. So here's my little collection of fades and slaughters, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really proud of this collection just because there were a little bit of, kind of fuck ups. But now the dream hack is over, the prices should rise, and I've already started to notice a trend going up for the Huntsman knife fade, and it's clearly at 292 while it was selling at like, I don't know, 350-ish maybe, and 250-ish, like 230 during the majors. So hopefully this could actually go up even more, maybe even over 300, because let me actually kind of do a calculation here on the camera here. So 390, I don't know, let's say do 300, not 399, what am I doing? Divide that by 3.29, you'll see that it's $79. So I could still make like an 8 key profit. So if it goes up even more, I'll be able to buy it for even I'll be able to sell it for even more and get more keys out of it. As for these knives, especially this slaughter, actually both slaughters, I'm gonna have to wait and see how the price progresses. I'll hold on to them until they maybe reach, I don't know, around 360. Then I'll see what I can get out of them. But for now, I'm gonna have to actually stick to them and see if I can get some pure keys for it and see what other people offer me. But if you guys are interested in the floats, this is the float value right here. And if we go through these are actually pretty similar. They both look pretty good anyways, except I think one of them has a pretty fat scratch on the blade, the back of the side of the blade. But both of them are not too bad looking, but they are pretty shitty floats for factory new. This one, as you can see, is the best float out of them all. It's a 0.0093. Not too bad, but it has a shitty fade. It probably like ends like somewhere right here. And as for this knife, it's a way shittier float than this one. And as you can see here, it's a 0.0343 with a way better float. So it probably, like, this is probably an accurate representation of how this looks. Maybe a bit more than that. And this is starting to get a bit more blue. So it's like probably around purple tip. Not a blue tip, but a purple, like a small purple tip. And for the butterfly slaughter, this one actually has the most potential out of them all. But clearly right now, people are lowballing it. It's not too good at the moment. It's 309, 316. So it could still rise back up. My like, not goal, but like what I wanted to go back to is when I first got it which was at around like 392, 394 range. And because if you guys do remember what I bought it for or sold it for, am I even saying that right? What I traded it for, and that was a Dragon Lore. Dragon Lore, a fucking hyper beast for 85 keys. So if we multiply that by 3.29, you'll see that it's like around that price. And if we divide that by 0.8, you'll see that this is around $350 market price. So once this knife goes back up to its original price, which I'm really hoping it will, around 390, maybe like even 400, if it will or not, it doesn't matter. I'll be able to make a pretty hefty profit, hopefully around 16 keys, because if let's see, let's sell it for 400. Let's see what happens. We divide that by 3.29. So much math. 105 keys, so multiply that by 85. That's a 20 key profit. And because I was technically gifted money when I got this trade, but then DreamHack came along and just washed it all away. But hopefully, market will rebalance itself, because you know how it is. Market's really good because it's just gonna go back to its normal state unless there's something that will fuck it over so bad that just completely crashes it. Like, I don't know, Chinese stock market crash. Did that even affect the CSGO market? I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna have to end the video right here. I've been talking a lot this episode, so hopefully I can update you guys soon on how my knives are doing and how I'm progressing through the trades. Expect a Cluj-Napoca post tournament kind of like a recap. I'm gonna have to go over the trades or the bets and see what I did. But for now, CSGO Lounge is down, so I'm forced to make this video first. So this one will be up first. But yeah, for now, there's not much else to say. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you're new here, then please subscribe. Oh, and please share this video. That'd be really great. So my name is LongBarrel. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.